Hi, thank you, Shamnan, for inviting me. Yeah, I am Emily Jiang, and I work for IBM. I'm heavily involved in both Jakarta EE and microprofile. So in Jakarta EE, so I'm helping with Jakarta EE 10 releases, and also I've been mentor for a few specification releases, and I'm involved in a few spec development, such as CDI and others. Yeah, so that's pretty much. And also I'm the co-lead for the Jakarta Config, which is a new Jakarta specification. So it's actually it's all the developers, Java developers should, especially the cloud native like Java developers, should be excited with the Jakarta EE 10. So this is the Jakarta EE 10 is a first release containing functional changes since the Java EE 8. That's for quite a few years. So it's this is the kind of release is from JavaX to Jakarta, which is Jakarta EE 9.1, and from 9.1, because that's a set of foundation, adding the new features. So it's previously you could see is kind of the build foundation. Now is you can enjoy like the new things. So there's a lot of features being added. For example, CDI, concurrency, and JXS, you name it. It's quite a lot. It's around 30 spec major or minor updates. So it's, check it out. Yeah, so it's like Jakarta EE 10, one major kind of the update, which is from CDI. So that is kind of the introduced the build time compilation support. Basically, it's like the in the past is CDI use a lot of the reflections. Now because the new runtimes and some other kind of the requirement is you need to like work with GraalVM and etc. So with this change, enable more kind of runtime to be able to compatible with Jakarta EE, for example, the lightweight core profile. Core profile is a new profile for Jakarta EE 10, which basically is kind of enable more implementations certify against some like lighter version of the profile. So it's grew the community wise. So it's also this core profile enables micro profile directly consume this core profile and then directly like do the micro profile certification and etc. So basically the micro profile can directly target the core profile. And also it's apart from this is the other things, quite a lot of specifications have added quite a lot of nice features. So it's, the other thing is the concurrency. I know concurrency added quite a few features like directly ported back from the micro profile context propagation. So this is again showing like the kind of the some features useful. I mean, in the different specifications, and eventually it's kind of the make it also available in some other like platforms. Also the JXS is also enabled multi-part support. I know it's kind of a few our Open Liberty customers also talked about multi-part support. So we have this support already in Open Liberty, but it's great to see it's being added in the standard. And the other thing is the JXS is also now working in the Java SE mode. So this is again open up the ground for other like different customer base. So maybe some customer want to use Jax as in Java SE kind of environment. So I can see like this Jakarta EE 10 release is kind of the one thing is kind of create a smaller version of the profile, and then is kind of open door for other runtime to certify against the other things for end user. So there's a cover more kind of use cases. That's a very difficult choice because I'm involved in CDI. Probably I'm biased. I will pick probably CDI. Basically, the thing is like I like about the CDI is kind of instead of creating another spec, so we reworked the existing spec, and then is kind of we are trying to accommodate different customers. Like in CDI, we chopped out CDI core into the CDI Lite and also CDI full. So basically, the applications or microservices, if they kind of the target for Liberty, they continue running without any problem. And also, if they want a target, for example, for some other runtime, for example, Quarkus, they use some APIs. But later on, if they want to get this app running on Liberty, they don't need to change it like their application. Basically, this API work on the build time, compilation mode, is continue working in the runtime mode. So this is kind of something I think is a work trying to accommodate different situations, and eventually it's the kind of build time compilation also work in the runtime. I think this is something is really important and was well kind of the experiment, and we'll have to wait and see how people will find it. So it's yeah. So I mean, for features, I think is for some specs, I hope it continue to evolve. But I know we have been talking about a few new specs. Also, I also is as I mentioned earlier, co-lead Jakarta Config. So hopefully in the next release, I would like to see Jakarta Config to be included. The other thing is that I'm kind of I feel is very important is the one proposal we have been talking about is Jakarta data. So I would like to see also IBM, also Liberty is very interested in the Jakarta data initiative. So I would like to see that being progressed, hopefully in time for the next release. I think is the one area, because now is a kind of data era. So it's we talk about data, and then we deal with the data every day, 24/7. We really need to to see how can we help them developers to make data access easier, and then the polyglot model and work with a different database and etc. So I'm really interested in this initiative, Jakarta data. So yeah, so it's I would like to see more progress being made. Hopefully, it's in time for the next release. So this is again hopefully can also demonstrate innovation in the Jakarta EE community as well. Yeah, this is again is probably my personal kind of the view. I think is the kind of the once a year is good cadence. It's no more than one. If it's too many, probably it's quite difficult to manage. I think it's once a year we'll get a community going, and then also is kind of get developers engaged and also get the customer engaged. I think that's a good cadence to have. 大家赶快的看一看 Jakarta EE 10 and 使用 Jakarta EE10。